Chasing records, whether they be personal records or school records, seems to be a constant theme among track athletes. For Eastern Illinois women's track member Megan Gingerich, the chance to do these things close to home is a record all to itself.
Like running here in high school, I can remember running my senior year and having some of the coaches like cheer for me and being like, wow, like they already know my name, like they already kind of knew who I was, and I had been talking to the jumps coach actually at the time. And so that kind of made a difference, like knowing the coaches and obviously being like able to know that my parents could come to the meets. And it's definitely exciting whenever I have a home meet, and a lot of people on our team are from like up by Chicago and their parents don't get to come to a lot of the meets. So it's definitely nice to be able to like kind of be like you're in high school again, because you know your family and friends are going to be able to be there. So it's always kind of nice to have them around.
Local athletes have been a staple for the Panthers program for many years, but EIU head coach Tom Akers admits that Megan's success has exceeded what some other local athletes have had.
I think as a state institution, I think we have a responsibility to take a good hard look at the talent here in the local area and here in Charleston. Try and notice the kids that do have those capabilities, maybe to compete well for us at this level, and bring those kids in and work with them and help develop that talent. Yeah, Megan has obviously excelled to a level that not too many people excel to, and I think that's a credit to her discipline and her work ethic.
Gingerich was a multi-sport athlete in high school that was actually recruited to specialize in the high jump before becoming a star in middle distance events.
I came in the summer before I came and they were like, oh, you're going to run cross country, and I'd never run cross country before. So yeah, after kind of, as I've grown as an athlete, I've definitely like, my training is more geared towards being a middle distance runner, and now I know my main event is mostly the 8, so definitely into like, and I've even become more of a distance runner than I ever was in high school, so it's kind of interesting to see how like my training has changed.
Obviously, she's really excelled in the 800 meters. You know, she was recruited as more as a high jumper at first, with the ability to run the 800 because she had some solid times there. Had some injury problems her freshman year, so we still really weren't certain where she was going to excel. And then that next year, working both the 800 and the high jump, which is what she did in high school, and going through there, she just got better and better and better throughout the entire year, and ran real well. And then last year just sort of set the track on fire with what she was doing. So, you know, we find that out about a lot of our kids. You know, sometimes they get pigeonholed right away in high school, and they'll say, where do you see us fit in on the team? It's like, well, right now it's what you're doing in high school, but who knows what's going to happen once you get here.
One thing Gingerich has learned in her transformation into an 800-meter runner is that she can push and be pushed by her teammates, making everyone on the squad all that much better.
I think it depends on the day. I think we all kind of know, you know, who's better at what events. Obviously, I've only run the 1500 like twice, and the first time I ran it, you know, Olivia Klaus is she's one of our good 1500 runners. So being in that race with a bunch of girls that I practice with every day, I know about their fitness level, is always kind of nice to like be able to gauge myself off of. But at the same time, like being able to push myself, like, you know, I know they're good, so if I can stay up with them, maybe I'll run a good time. And I think we all push each other. You know, we know about where we're at, like in our training, and it's always nice to have your teammates next to you.
Last season, that hard work paid off for Gingerich, who was named the Ohio Valley Conference Outdoor Female Track and Field Athlete of the Year. She set the school record in the 800-meter and just missed earning a trip to the NCAA Outdoor National Championships with a 16th place finish at the NCAA Regional.
Yeah, it was pretty tough last year at regionals for me. I was obviously disappointed because it was so close, but last year was such like a great year for me because like I said, I wasn't really expecting it, and it just kind of came as my training progressed. So I think like Coach talked to me a little bit about it, and like just, you know, being ready for this year and like being prepared to be in like those bigger races with the girls who are running fast, and just knowing that I can stick up there with them and I can be the one setting the pace and I can be in the front. You know, I think now I'm a little more confident rather than just like going out there and just like not knowing exactly where I'm going to be and just kind of getting after it. And now I kind of know where I need to be. And at the same time, I think that can hurt you sometimes because it starts getting in your head, and that's something I have tried, like I'm working on trying not to be too mental about it and just getting out there and racing still.
Right now, she's got to get back to just what got her there. And you know, last year there was no pressure. You know, it was run, and yeah, we keep running faster and faster, and this is all great. Now she's got the burden of her success from last year that she's got to try and live up to, and it has been a little bit of a burden to her this year indoors, I think, but she's ahead of where she was last year at this point in time, and she has to remember that. I know she's a little disappointed that she didn't run faster indoors, but we're a step ahead, so we just have to continue to be patient. We have to continue to compete and take advantage of all opportunities that she has for her.
In addition to success on the track, Gingerich has been a true example of what it means to be a student athlete. This season, she was named one of 6 OVC Scholar Athletes of the Year, an honor the senior from Arthur, Illinois is very proud of.
I mean, it was obviously a big honor for me, and I was really excited to be able to get that honor and not only represent like Eastern, but represent my team. And yeah, I mean, I always, obviously, like Coach always talks to us about staying on top of your academics, and you know, you're here to run, but you're also here to get your degree, and that's always been like my priority. And I try and work hard whenever I'm in the classroom, and then, you know, come to practice and let that be kind of like my break from class and work hard on the track. And you know, it's been tough. I've like a lot of late nights and, you know, tests, hard tests and stuff like that. But yeah, I was really honored that I got chosen for it, and it is nice to like have your hard work recognized.
We stress academics. Our department stresses academics. Our academics Center for Athletes does a fantastic job, but you know, on top of all that, she takes it very seriously, and that's what it takes. She puts in the time. She wants to excel at no matter what she does, and I think that shows in her classroom and her academics. So yeah, an honor for us, but you know, that's pretty much just Megan being Megan.
For now, Gingerich is on track to graduate this spring and will start her master's work this summer. Due to taking a redshirt year earlier in her career, Gingerich will have one more season on the track to make an impact for Eastern Illinois.
I can't believe it's already been 4 years and I'm graduating, and I'm obviously excited that I have a full year left of competition, but you know, it's just weird to think about having a time whenever I'm not going to have to come to practice every day and go to a meet every weekend. But yeah, I'm going to be getting my master's in starting this summer actually, and then next fall, and then I will be an outside placement for speech language pathology in a school and a hospital. So that's kind of my plan after graduation.